Welcome to the Point Blank podcast. Today on the show, we'll be talking about GBV. I know it's a topic where a lot of people are shying away from. A lot of people are not comfortable, but we are here to break all the barriers about it, and we are here to break it down. And on the show today, we have One. One has been a victim of GBV, and she's here to tell us her story. Welcome, One.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
How are you?
I'm tired but good.
Okay.
I'm well though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you just introduce yourself?
Um, in a personal level, right?
Yeah.
Outside of GBV. Well, my name is Keakile.
Okay.
I'm a banker of a few years. I'm a mom.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fun.
All right.
I'm vibey. God fearing. Yeah.
Okay. Let's just have One tell us her story, just to narrate the whole thing.
All right. So, what happened? So I was leaving. This is about how many years ago? It's even before I was a mom. I've been a mom for 5 years. So I think this is 7 years ago, if I
Okay.
still remember correctly. I haven't put much thought into the years anymore.
Okay.
But I was on my way to work in the morning. By then, I didn't have a car, so I
Okay.
was using public transport. So I was starting work at 7 a.m. So at Riverwalk. So I left home, I think around 6-ish, to go get transport. Around 10 past 6-ish, to go get a combi. So as I walked out, there's a passage that I go through, like a house away from mine. So I walked into the passage. I remember I heard a few steps, like footsteps behind me. I turned around and I didn't see anything. But I think your instinct always knows. I
Yeah.
could feel something was off.
Yeah.
But I took a few steps, walked, and then I looked back again. Then somebody came and then just threw me on the floor. Threw me on the floor and told me, keep quiet, keep quiet. I have a knife in my hand. No, he said in my pocket, actually. If you make noise, I'll pull it out. And then I just kept quiet. I said, please, please. He took off my... Okay, I was wearing a skirt, so he pulled it up.
Yeah.
He didn't take off my underwear. He just pulled it to the side
Okay.
and had his way with me. I kept saying, please don't do it, please don't do it. No. But he didn't listen. And then when he was done, he didn't use protection. So when he was done, he ran off. So as he ran off, then he searched my bag, took money, whatever was in my bag. I was carrying my laptop bag and my lunch bag. He took whatever he found and then he left. He didn't even take my phone, hey? No, he didn't take my phone, surprisingly. So it means he came with intent to do what he did, right? Yeah. Because it wasn't about, I thought maybe he'd come take money, phone, and then have his way after, but that didn't happen. He then, because my phone was in my food bag, he just pack in the morning, then just, yeah. I wasn't even carrying my handbag because I felt like I had too many bags on. So he didn't, just took money in my laptop bag after he was done and he left off. So from there, I rushed home, went home crying the entire way. I got home, the first person I saw was my dad. I cried so much. So you asked me what happened. I just walked past him and ran to my mom. Then cried, told her what happened. My brothers, we got into one of the cars at home to try and look around to see if we could find him, but we didn't. So we then came back home. So my mom is a nurse by profession. She says, we need to go report and get you medication. So that happened. We went to the police station in our area. It's not far. It was Mogoditsane. Still is Mogoditsane, I mean. So we went to the Nkwapiri police. They helped me. They escorted us to the hospital. The government hospital was also just less than a kilometer away. We went there. I got help. Actually, they didn't even make me wait in line. Hey, they were quite emotionally understanding. So they came in, the police asked the nurses, please assist. I said, I'm not sure if that's the protocol that they normally use, but that's what I experienced. So they didn't make me wait online. And then a nurse came, assisted me. I was given what I was given, medication, went back to the police station, took a statement of what happened. and I went back home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, One, for telling us your story. So obviously, I would like to introduce someone that will be having this conversation with. Her name is she doesn't have a name. We'll call her Jane Doe. Yeah, she'll just be helping us
Alright.
narrate this story because this is just I would say it's a sensitive issue. So
Yeah.
we just want to commend you for talking and going out there and talk because a lot of people don't talk about these
Yeah,
things and
sadly.
they just sit there quietly and they just I don't know, maybe it's
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, why
I think it's
what
the
makes
shame.
yeah, it's
It
the
comes with a
shame.
lot of shame.
Yeah, so just take us through the whole thing. Obviously this happened to you about 5 years ago.
More. I think let's say 7. I
Seven.
think 7. 7
years.
if not 8.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the timeline of the whole thing, it was 7 years ago. So do you wanna add on something before I say something, Jane?
Hi, everyone. Hi, One. Thank you so much
Hi.
for sharing your story. It takes a lot of courage. I wanted to ask, how old were you when all of this happened?
I was 20. So it's 8 years ago, I was 20.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 20.
You were 20.
Yeah.
So you were saying you ran away. You ran home to your mom. So I would say it's your mom because you said you passed
Yeah.
your dad and you went to your
Yeah.
mom. So I think that's something that maybe you want to explain why. Maybe it's because you were not comfortable telling your dad that.
No. It's not even that. I then did tell him what
Yeah.
happened. It wasn't about comfortability. It was about, I don't know, mom's love.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I was just like, yo, ma, somebody just violated me.
Yeah.
Woman to woman, I'm sure you would understand.
Yeah.
So it was just that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we see how the police. How did it come about? Is it a situation where you go to the police and you just sit there and everybody's listening to your story, or maybe they take you to a different room?
No, I think I was awarded privacy.
Okay.
Yeah. I came in, we told them, I think my brother went and said we're reporting rape. Then they took us into a separate room. Yeah, so there was a lot of privacy.
Okay.
Really, there was.
Because that's what people are always worried about. They will see that people are worried if they report rape cases. Are they going to be people around, people who are going to certify the papers? Are they going to be there in the room with you? Because I've seen something like that, but not rape, but it was a domestic violence case where people were too ashamed to say it because we were there. I had to excuse myself. So I think we need to commend what did you say, the police station?
Nkwapiri.
Nkwapiri.
Yeah.
So they said I think maybe it's because of your age, maybe. That's why
Maybe.
they.
I don't, or because I came with people.
Yeah.
Like I came in
Yeah, the
with
support
two of my
system.
brothers. Yeah. I came with two of my brothers and my mom. Oh, I think even my dad. I think the entire family just came out. So I don't think they had any choice. But I don't know. But it didn't feel forced for the privacy that they gave me. Like I'm saying, even at the clinic, I got a lot of privacy. It's just that obviously when you get to a clinic, you're coming with a policeman. You kind of figure out
Yeah.
what it is all about. But I'm not sure if I could recommend a different way to make it without getting the stigma with it. But I think it's bound to happen if you're gonna walk into a clinic with a policeman as a woman crying. It could only be one
Yeah.
thing, you know what I'm saying? So, but for me, I think I do commend the privacy I got.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. I got a lot of privacy.
Yeah, the service was good.
It was. It really
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then obviously after the whole the clinic, and then what's next after that?
After the clinic, what happened? I was done with the police for some time. And then I just got onto my own healing journey. Went for therapy and so forth and so forth on my own. But they would call. I think they called me 2 weeks later.
The police.
Yeah. They called me 2 weeks later and said, hey, Ma, we haven't forgotten about you. We haven't seen or identified anybody of the same specimen. Because, when you go, they take the specimen of the person who violated you and then look for it in the system if it has occurred already. If it's somebody that...
It's a repeat
repeat,
offender.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then they told me, we haven't found anyone yet, but we'll let you know. And then I think they called again maybe a few months later. And then I think 2 years later or a year later, they called me and said, "Ma, I think we found the person."
Did they tell you how they found him? Actually?
They told me the person had violated again.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So and even it seems as though I wasn't also the first person he had done it.
Okay.
Because
So they're dealing with a serial rapist.
yes, yes, we could say, because even when he was coming in for me to identify him, he was coming in from prison. So it's somebody who has the habit of doing it. Yeah, he has the habit of doing it, and it seemed as though he had been doing it for some time. I think even when he did it to me, he was out on bail. If I do remember what the police said, it's just that they don't disclose a lot of these things because it's not my information to have.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of things that are happening when people are out on bail. They seem to go out and do those offenses. I would say again, if not the same crime. So, you would like to say something? You can add.
Hi, yes, I wanted to sort of take you back to when you were at the clinic and ask what exactly did they do? Did they take swabs? Did they run tests? Did they give you a bit of counseling afterwards?
There is a kit that is designed for everyone, and so there is swabbing that takes place. I think that's the only way they can take the specimens, like
The DNA.
the DNA of the violator. So there were swabs. There was medication given. There were tests that were done. Counseling? No, there was no counseling.
They didn't cancel you.
No, I don't know. I don't know what to. I don't know if we'd call it counseling, but it's sorry. I'm so sorry this happened to
But
me.
they don't refer because they're not counselors. I think there are people who do the rape kits,
The nurses.
the nurses.
Yeah, it's the nurses. I was referred to where I could go. I just didn't go there.
Oh, okay.
Yes, they did tell me that there is government counseling that is done at Marina and so forth. I'm just the one who went for the more comfortable environment that I'm used to. So I went into a private therapist.
So when you say treatment, I'll take you back again to the hospital. I think I didn't ask that. Thank you again for reminding me. When you say treatment, because you were saying earlier on, you were saying he didn't use protection. So we're thinking they're trying to prevent if he has any viruses. They give you those
Prep.
pills. Yeah.
You go on prep.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's called.
You go on prep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got on prep.
Is it prep or prep? Is it before or after? Post.
The medication is just called prep. I think it's before you get infected. Yes, it's post the
thing.
the incident, but it's before you are infected. So they were fighting with what could happen before,
Yeah.
outside of your original or natural health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were saying you were only called after 2 years.
No. I received a call 2 weeks later.
Yeah. I mean to identify.
To
for them
identify.
to catch the guy.
Yeah, it's just that now it's been a long time, and I don't really think about this much. But I'd say a year or two later.
So they called you to come and identify him.
Yes.
So you could remember
Yeah.
even if it happened.
Yeah, I could remember his face.
So is there someone that you knew?
No, it's somebody I'd seen for the first time, but I went to identify him with my brother actually. And he said, "Oh, this is so and so. We went to school together."
Yeah.
So it was somebody I'm seeing for the first time, but he had been around where I lived for forever.
So he was in the same neighborhood with you.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a few blocks away, but in the same neighborhood.
And he went to the same school with your brother.
With one of my brothers.
Is it someone younger than you or older than you?
No, older. Even my brother's older, so it's
Okay.
somebody older, a few years older.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I should say that maybe he has been following you for a while. If it's someone who's staying in your neighborhood.
I wouldn't.
he's
I
out on
wouldn't.
bail.
I don't know. I wouldn't say yes or no because I'd never felt any discomfort before,
Yeah.
and I had been walking in that area. I've lived there almost all my life, and I've never felt unsafe, or I've never felt like anybody was following me. I've never gotten a sense of, what's your bag?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think my conclusion to it was just maybe it's somebody who goes around looking for
Yeah.
somebody to vouch on. And on that day, it happened to be me. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's somebody following me, really.
So they called him, he was from jail
Yes.
to come and identify.
Yes.
So did they now update you, like now we have a case? What's
I
the
actually,
status of the
since
case?
then, it's been more than 5 years. I've never heard from them. I think I made a call once, maybe a year after they identified, and then I don't know what they said. They said they're still working on it. They'll let me know. I haven't received anything since.
But do you know that did they charge him, like
I really
formally?
don't know.
You don't know
No.
anything.
That one I don't know. I've never received anything.
Yeah.
I've called once or twice, and I was told the investigating officer working on it, and I was given a number, and then they said they're working on it. They'll get back to me. They never did. But then I guess I just went on with dealing with me
Yeah.
more than him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said that he was already in prison when you went to identify him.
Yes.
And then you said, yes, that's the person.
Yes.
Did you feel a sense of relief that this person is behind bars, that they managed to find him?
No, I don't. No, I didn't get a sense of relief because I didn't know if he was being charged. I don't know if he was gonna be out. I didn't get. No, I actually just got angry again.
Yeah, because she's saying that she was never told what's happening
Yeah.
with her case, because it's a different case.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like
Justice.
or my justice or other people's justice because there were other people involved. No, I didn't feel that. Yeah.
So I just felt like it's been 5 years. They haven't sent anything.
No.
Someone should have at least followed up and said something to you. But you can't be the other person who goes out and say these things, because it's so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know. They never said anything. They never said anything, and I also just stopped and focused more on more on the positive side of being of having been violated.
Violated, okay.
Yeah, I think for me, really, I don't consider myself a victim. I'm more of a survivor. So I've just decided to focus more on the survival part. The justice part, I don't know if that's the case, because I really don't know where it is.
Yeah.
And I stopped asking as well.
Okay, so let's talk about you're saying the survival part. So obviously you said you decided to go to your own type of counseling,
Yes.
what is that type of counseling?
No, I just went for my own therapist. Like, I didn't go for the government therapist. I
Yeah.
went to a paid therapist.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how was the journey?
It was hard, but worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was hard. It was, the journey is hard for everybody else. I mean, everybody surrounding me, I think I got to experience it. Like, I wasn't the only one who was affected.
Yeah.
I then had to live with my parents who were always afraid. I had to live with my brothers who felt like maybe they could have done enough.
Yeah.
I had to live with so many things. I had to get post that and start dating. There was so many people were affected. So even the healing part of it didn't just include me. It included so many other people.
Yeah.
So, but it was good. It was good. It managed to get my mind in the right space. It got to me thinking in a more positive side. It
Yeah.
gave me hope. It got me to where I am now.
The therapy.
Yes.
Yes. So let's talk about the people around you now. How was life, and how was your life adjusting now to this new normal? I would say it's the new normal.
Yeah, it was hard. I've never used public transport since that day. Sometimes not even out of my will. Nobody would let me because people were just like, ooh. I think people around me then got a sense of, oh, maybe we failed you. Although it was not their fault, But people around me, it really took them and myself time to be able to be a bit normal again. I was afraid of men. I was afraid of walking. I was afraid of just everything.
Yeah.
I had anger towards people and anger towards men. Sometimes it would just creep up and you think you're okay and you discover you're not okay. Your life doesn't become normal.
It doesn't stay the same. It changes.
Yeah, it does. Your life and the people around you. People start handling you a bit different.
Yeah. Let's talk about how your dad now.
Shame.
Yeah.
I feel for him. He was sad.
Yeah.
You know, he was so sad, but there was nothing he could have done different. You know, I think we just had to have that conversation that
So did he now take you to work every day?
my dad dropped me off and picked me up every morning for how many years? I think for 2 years.
Yeah.
Every morning till I got a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, everywhere.
Your brothers?
Yeah, if it's not, I think even he preferred it to be him.
Yeah.
It would be my brothers maybe when he's held up and so forth, but every single morning without fail and after work.
And how is life? Because I can imagine now people are expecting you at work, and then you don't turn up at work. And then now, because sometimes people we don't talk about these things, because sometimes even the work environment changes for you.
Yeah,
Even now, how because it's not people who are at home, it's now people who are at work.
even those
So
ones.
how are those people treating
It
you
was
now?
the same thing. It was just, at one point at work, I even felt like, because eventually you go on sick leave, you go on healing, you go on this, but work goes on.
Yeah.
One day you wake up and you feel people are insensitive for having to come to work because you woke up and you didn't want to come to work, and you have to get your mood in the right place, It was just difficult, but I worked with very good people. Like, I think I had sisters and brothers more than
Yeah.
just colleagues, because they were gentle. They understood. They would
Yeah.
come by my house, check up on me. Sometimes tell me it's okay. You seem down. They also had to adjust as well, because I think there's also some sort of blaming themselves that they also had. I mean, they felt like maybe if I hadn't started work at 7, because it's a bit earlier
Yeah.
than normal, maybe if we started work at a normal time. So it was shift work.
Oh, you were working at 7.
Yeah, I started work
Oh.
at 7. So it was shift work. So there was a 7 shift, there was a 3 shift, and so forth. So they just felt, maybe had we,
Eh.
it got to a point, at one point they stopped the shift work,
Oh.
and I think it's one of just those things. It really did affect everybody around
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Because I can imagine 7 o'clock, that means you have to leave your house at 6.
Yes.
And in winter, 6 is, we're
Yes.
talking about dark.
Yes.
So you would understand. I often say to men that men are very privileged. I was saying to this other guy, he was saying he goes to jogging at 5. And I told him I wouldn't do that.
No.
I can't do that.
Because as a woman, when you go outside, you don't just go outside because it's jogging. You have to look at the type of clothes you're wearing. Are they too revealing? Is it too dark?
And maybe
so many
to
things.
touch base on that, on not revealing. And for me, because I got raped going to work, that means I was so decent.
Yeah.
So from there, people, it had always been stigmatized that people get raped. You're dressed
What were you
shortly.
wearing?
What were you wearing? Were you intoxicated or so forth? So it's not even about what you are wearing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, for you as a woman, it's just by you being there.
Yeah.
You could come in the most unattractive clothes ever, and you could still be violated.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's not because I bought you alcohol.
No.
So now you have to go home with me.
No.
You were on your way to work. Trying to make a living.
Yeah.
You were dressed corporate.
Very appropriately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this happened to you.
Yeah. So it's really not about what you're wearing,
Yeah.
or how you look, or if it's in somebody's nature to rape, they will rape.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why people can rape kids.
Yes.
I mean, if somebody can rape
Or maybe
a 6,
someone can get raped while they're in church
Yeah.
praying.
Yeah.
You can only say something. You don't have to raise your hand.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt. It's good that you just spoke about church, because I was about to ask, you said that you're God-fearing.
Yeah.
So in those moments, were you not asking yourself, "Hore, God, why did you allow this to happen?" Did you have a bit of anger, a bit of doubt within your
My
within your journey
spirituality.
and that healing?
No. I trust in the word of God. So I grew up in church. I go to Assemblies of God. I grew up in church. So I don't know anything else but to trust in God. So even, I'm sure that, okay, this one, because it's the one we're talking about, but I've been through other challenges. Life will never stop being challenging. It could, if it's not rape, it's this. There's always something happening to people at different times.
Yes.
So I really, because of the faith I've had, I've never had to ask myself, why me? Because if not me, then who? It could be anyone. You know, people face. I think that's why I'm more on the healing side. People face different challenges at different times. It doesn't always have to be GBV.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be. It could be anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've had your fair share of traumas. You know,
Yes.
everyone has.
Yes.
So I've never doubted God. I've just always wanted to know what it is I'm supposed to learn in that season.
So let's now talk about your journey now becoming a mother. So how was that journey like?
So, you know, when I became a mom, it was after I've actually gone out and been a GBV survivor, activist. And I was on the path of healing, and I had believed I'd made so much progress, so much traction, till I had a child. I was set back so much. Because now it wasn't just about me. I was like, what if something happens to her? So I had to get into...
She's a daughter.
She's a daughter. Yeah, I have a daughter. I had to get into a different kind of healing. Because I am still actually learning how to mother her and allow her to be her best version of herself and not try to safeguard her, allow her to live the life that she is ordained to live. You know, that one was, it still is, that's one thing I'm still struggling with. I'm still learning how to, I could just wake up and be like, oh, where is she? Oh my God, where is she? No.
Okay.
You know, I have trust issues around her.
Yeah.
Trust issues that I had let go about myself. Trust issues that I dealt with and I'd healed from. So the trauma has now been transferred from me. Now I don't even think about myself anymore. I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh my God.
You're thinking about her.
Oh my God, Lord, please just protect her. So it got a bit different when
Yeah.
she came. Yeah.
So now when you say it set you back, now you are back to where you were.
I'm back to learning how to heal. I think, you know, the phrase that says healing doesn't stop. Yeah. I'm learning how to heal for her now.
Yeah.
You know, and I've learned how to heal for myself for the period or the season that I was in before she came. Now she's come, I'm learning how to heal for her. Yeah.
So now you earlier on you were saying you didn't trust men. So I'm guessing now you were at a point where you were able to trust.
Yeah, I'm still learning. I think even up to now, I still do get hiccups of like, ooh.
They call it what?
Triggers.
Triggers, yeah.
Is it PSTD?
I'm sure.
PTSD.
PTSD, that word.
Okay.
I can never say that word.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah, it actually still comes. You know that days where it just kicks in. I'm like, oh, no. This is a trigger from that, you know? Sometimes I'm like, okay, no, calm down. So I'm not going to say it's a part of my life, God forbid.
Yeah.
You know, but I do get episodes.
So I learned about you when you were part of the organization. I don't know, you were part of
The Chats Bualena
the
Foundation.
Church Bualena
Yeah.
Foundation. So through that organization, did you meet other people who went through the same thing that you've been through?
So the organization, it was just talking about GBV
in general.
in general.
Okay.
It wasn't more about the rape. I didn't meet other activists, of different capacities. So that's why I'm saying everybody has been through that fair share of traumas. So I've met different people with different traumas, and I've realized our end goal is one. We're all just trying to heal. We're all just trying to make sure that people know that people go through things and it's okay to heal and have your life. I have something that I always say, you know, I feel like during my healing journey, I felt like that man robbed me of that moment.
Yeah.
So why should I let him rob me more of my life?
Yeah.
By sticking to it and being sad and dwelling in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've just learned to just
I don't think I can let him rob me of anything more than what he has already robbed me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a whole life to live ahead of me. Yeah.
So would you say, now looking at the cases of GBV, would you say women are looking at it? Would you say, not women only, would you say the government is doing much to help? Because I know you're saying you got good help during I would say the first 24 hours of your case. Would you say they're helping?
There's always more to do. There is more to do. I remember there was one time, there was there was a law that was passed that there's a court that is specifically going to be dealing with GBV because the cases were taking forever. And that court was launched, I think, about 5-6 years ago. But my case still hasn't gone through.
Yeah.
I think, because I don't know. I'm assuming it hasn't, because I've never been told
You've
anything.
never been
So
told.
on that assumption, which is a safe assumption, but clearly it's still slow,
Yeah.
despite the government's efforts
Yeah.
by creating a court that is going to solely and fully focus on GBV cases. So there is more that could be done,
Yeah.
really. Yeah.
Would you what would you want it to be done, since that you have relieved that thing? What should
You know,
be done?
I don't want to lie to you. I've never thought about it, because I've just decided that I'm going to focus on me. I've been a bit selfish with my time and my healing. So I haven't put thought into it. That's actually something for me to take back home, just
Yeah.
to think what could be done differently by the government to speedy things up. I don't know. I'll think about it.
Yeah, I think maybe if for you, you would say it's the court case, because
Yeah.
it's taken so long.
Yeah.
If I were to look back, you said the nurses were very good.
Yeah.
The police
Very
officers were
good
very
as
good.
well.
I think it's the part
The
of
legal justice.
the part of the legal justice, or
Yeah.
the prosecuting
Yeah.
part of it that is delaying.
Yeah.
all
It's there's a lot that could be done.
yeah.
There's a lot that could be done on the more legal side of it. Yeah.
So just to continue on your healing journey, you are saying your daughter is now involved. And then what about your mom? Do you worry about her also, because she's now a woman? How is that?
I've
like?
actually
Like,
never
or maybe you
worried
have a
about
sister.
her. No, I don't have a sister. I've never worried about her. I don't know how. I just feel like she's superwoman. Nothing could happen to her. I don't know. I just feel like God wouldn't do that to me.
Okay.
I don't know. I've actually never on any day worried about her. No.
And what about your friends? How's your friendship like with your friends?
I have good friends. I have good friends. They were very supportive, hey? Yeah, they were very supportive. This friendship hasn't changed.
So looking at your journey, you would say everything was a smooth sailing. There was no bad things, or maybe stigma, or people now started looking
So
at you
I don't.
different.
So because I am so vocal, I'm naturally like a vocal person. So maybe that part for me helped me. I've never, because like I'm saying, I think 1 year later, I went into telling people, guys, it's okay. Bad things happen to good people, and it's okay to heal. So maybe I've never allowed myself time to see if there's anybody who's stigmatizing me, because I was so focused on getting myself in the right path and getting other people who could have experienced what I've experienced and are shy to heal or are shy to face the world.
Yeah.
So I've always been intentional about facing the world. So I don't know, if it did come, I was not interested.
Yeah.
You know, I've never paid attention to it. Yeah. I've actually never paid attention
Yeah, and
to
I
it.
like how you said this thing can happen to anyone.
telling
You don't have to say, was she wearing a short thing to attract this guy?
Bad things happen to good people
right?
every day.
Yeah, was she in a bar
Yeah.
where there's a lot of people that could
Yeah.
do this, or maybe
Yeah.
but you were on your way to work.
So and saying that, I think it's so unfair for those who do experience this
In a
in
bar.
such a manner, for them to be crucified for where they were or how they were dressed, because like I was saying, these things could happen there are people who are raping 6-month-old kids. So it's really really not about where you are or what you are wearing or what you were doing or the state you were in. If a man wants to do it, he will. You know? Yeah.
Do you want to add something?
Yeah, you said that your family was really affected
Yeah.
by what happened. Did they also get some sort of therapy, some sort of counseling? Did you guys have maybe a family session?
No.
Where you were
no.
each
They
able
didn't.
to
They didn't
speak?
attend therapy with me. They said they'll be fine. They didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they ever discuss how their healing is going?
We talk about it all in different manners. I have 3 brothers. We're all close. So we travel every year as a family. So every time we travel, once a year we travel. When we are away, we sit down around a table, just me and my brothers, and just talk and ask them how they're doing. They ask me how I'm doing. So we do talk about it. My mom all the time. Anytime I'm sad, I just run and be like, "Are you okay?" She'll be like, "I'm fine. Are you okay?" So even my dad. But my dad doesn't talk a lot, but we do talk about it in his comfortability. And my dad is very traditional. So his approach will be different from my mom's approach, and will be different from my brother's approach. So we do all talk about it in each respective manner or comfortable zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can imagine, but I like the fact that you are saying you are not a victim.
No.
You're not a victim.
No, ma'am. Please don't call me a victim.
You're
Don't cite me.
Yeah.
No.
You're no longer a victim. So
No.
I mean, I admire you.
No, not a victim.
I admire that courage of you. Yeah. So in closing, what would you want to say?
Bad things happen to good people every day. And because of that, you owe it to yourself to heal. You owe it to yourself to give yourself a second chance, or a third, or a fourth, or a 100th chance to life. You know, you can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you react and how you take it, or how you use it for your own good. I'll just say, there is a God that heals. I've experienced it. I'm still experiencing it. You know, I wish this conversation was just about different traumas. Because, like I'm telling you, legit traumas, they keep coming and they'll never stop coming, you know? And we're learning each time to be okay, to heal. We're learning how to move on.
Yeah.
How to pivot. Because you then, what you thought is not, you pivot. And this, unfortunately, is life. Unfortunately or fortunately. Even in the Bible, they had challenges.
Yes.
You know? So that's all I can say in closing. Bad things happen to good people every day, and you owe it to yourself to heal and live your life to the fullest.
Yeah, I like when you say bad things happen to people, because people need to understand that when we say gender, we mean even the men.
Even the men.
Because nowadays it's not safe. Even men
Yeah,
can go through
unfortunately.
these things. So it's no longer about women only. It's about men. Because even men, this thing can happen to you on your way to work. You're going...
Could be your uncle. We're hearing stories where uncles are raping. Could be your brother.
You could be sleeping at home and thinking you are safe. You are sleeping at home, and then something happens to you.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's just bad people. We
Even
can't...
in relationships,
Yeah.
some men are getting even just verbally abused,
Physically
sometimes
abused.
physically abused, and they
Even
don't want to
sexually
say.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these things happen.
These things happen.
Yeah.
So in closing, what do you want to say, Jane?
Thank you. Like I said, thanks for sharing your journey. It takes a lot of bravery, reliving the whole thing, even if it is 8 years later. It might be a little trigger, but I just appreciate you sharing your journey.
Thank you for having me.
I just want to say thank you again, One,
Yes,
for
thank you
coming to
so
the
much,
show and
ladies.
sharing your story. And it's just, I don't know.
I hope it heals someone.
It has
Yeah,
healed me.
I
It
hope-
has definitely
I
healed
hope
me.
that-
It's healing me
It-
with the other
Because
traumas.
now the
Yeah.
things that I've been saying, oh my God, I'm going through stuff.
Yeah.
But then after listening to your story and seeing how you were able to overcome this thing, and you looking at it in the...
As long as you're alive, you can get
Yeah.
over it.
So now, actually, you have healed me now. So I think guys, in closing, I think we just have to, talk to the justice system. The justice system is really failing us. For it to take 8 years, and it has never.
But
been
we're seeing
done.
change now,
Yeah.
so hopefully it'll be for the good. There's a lot of change in the justice system.
Yeah, but they need to speed up the cases.
Yeah.
I think they were saying they were crowding. They're trying to open the criminal justice court were open. I mean, we're launching last week. Is it last week?
Yeah.
So maybe we'll see case being speeding up.
Of criminal. Because the gender-based, this one has been there already. There is a court that is solely fully focused on GBV.
No, I think somewhere in the news I saw that
Yeah, criminal.
they were launching it.
Yes.
So I think maybe it will be encouraging for
Yeah.
8 years.
Yeah.
8 years, and someone
Yeah.
sitting out there and thinking, am I even gonna get justice for
Yeah.
8 years? And sometimes you meet someone on the streets and
And these are the things that trigger people and
Yeah.
delay people's healing process. Because maybe for somebody's healing, they need to see the person behind bars to
Yeah.
feel like,
To get closure.
yeah, people are different. Yeah.
Okay, and then thank you, Ona, again. Like I said, thank you for the show.
Thank
you
you.
guys for watching. We'll see you again next week. Don't forget, we're Coming from the content center, if you want to use these facilities, you want to use record a podcast, I'll leave the details on the description and how you can contact them. Guys, just subscribe. A lot of you are watching and we're thankful, but you're not subscribing. Just subscribe to the channel and follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, and on TikTok. And we'll see you again next week.
Good night.